What else have I done? Oh, I watched Bad Vegan, which was suggested to me by Gucci Gang Potato. And this is another Netflix documentary, kind of in the style of Tinder Swindler. So this one's kind of surrounding a businesswoman and chef called Sama Mangalis. And she took on this vegan restaurant in New York and actually made an absolute roaring success of it. You know, this was kind of before its time, kind of before the vegan kind of restaurants came into the light, and it was a real sort of dining experience. And this was, I think, about 10 years ago. And, you know, constant celebrities, the whole shebang, did really, really well. Now, this restaurant, she bought it from somebody. She bought it from a friend, and it did come with a debt of 2 million, which seems like a huge debt, but actually, because of its success as a kind of going concern, and just because of the location of it in New York, it wasn't a huge issue, really, but enough to worry the new owner a little bit into probably making the decisions that she did. So one of the regulars at her restaurant was Alec Baldwin, and she got quite sort of friendly with him. And it was through him she met somebody on Twitter that he was obviously friends with. And they sort of started hooking up, and he posed himself as a wealthy kind of guy, kind of shady sort of job that he didn't really want to talk about. You know, the classic red flags. Although there was evidence to kind of back up his story, because he was friends with Alec Baldwin. They've been backing and forthing on Twitter, and this is where the kind of Tinder swindler bit kind of kicks in. So this guy who's managed to convince everyone, he's called Shane Fox, although that's not actually his real name, says he's working as in Black Ops. He can't talk about his job, so manages to gaslight her into sending him money. Takes it all out of the business. She doesn't pay the employees. It all kind of the employees stage a couple of walkouts. The restaurant gets shut down, and managed to find investors to bring it back, and all just an absolute shit show, basically. And now the way he kind of manipulates her into getting money is completely bizarre, and I don't know how anyone would fall for it if they were in their right minds. And
tell me, and I'll see if I'll fall for it, because I fall for things.
Well, so I won't go into it because it's the real like cherry on top of the cake. But one of the things he tells her is that he can make her dog become immortal.
I've fallen for it.
Oh no!
I'm in. Get me his number now.
Oh, I can get you the numbers.
This is why you're not allowed technology oodles. Like people with those scam emails come in there. The amount of Nigerian princes you've sent money to.
I'm married to half of them. I'm a bigamist in some countries.
So yeah, sure enough. But I think that, you know, the way that he kind of wriggles into her life is she was obviously feeling quite particularly sort of lonely and vulnerable. I think she'd had a recent-ish kind of breakup, and she adopted this dog, and the dog was obviously the light of her life. So he kind of wriggled in that way. I know.
It's so bad.
But she wanted to believe it so much.
I can just imagine, like, we're going to put your dog in freezer. It'll never die. It'll never die.
There wasn't even any freezers involved.
Oh, God.
So yeah, that's worth watching. I think it's maybe 4 or 5 hour-long episodes. So nice little short one to catch up on.